Training and Applying Eccentric Viewing Skills in Orientation and Mobility by Donna Sauerberger. We are very grateful to La Sophia Cousage for allowing us to video as she learned to view eccentrically. I was using strategies described in my video, Teaching Eccentric Viewing for Mobility Purposes. I was using the same board with a large circle in the middle surrounded by 8 shapes like the letter A as described at www.sauerberger.org/eccentric. I asked La Sophia to look at the black circle in the middle and report which of the surrounding shapes were more clear. Okay. So if I hold this up in front of you and you look directly at the middle thing, point to the ones again that you said that were most clear.
You know, it's fading in and out.
In and out. So if you look at the center.
I have to stare at it.
Right at the center, yeah. Make sure that the center disappears. It's blurry.
Then definitely that one and this one.
They're equal, right?
Clearer, but not really clear, but clearer than
They're the
others.
most clear. And one's as clear as the other. The left is just as clear as the upper right. Right?
But now, as I am looking at that too,
yes,
the top disappeared.
Okay, if you turn to look at them, to the ones that are clear, if you turn to look at them, they disappear too, right?
God bless us all.
Right, so the 2 places you can see best are up in the 9 o'clock and up at
9 and
maybe
the 2.
1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. Good, good, good. If you want to look at something, for example, you're going to look just to the right of it, or just down below and to the left of it.
How do I do that?
So that,
because
like
I'm
on
looking
this one, yeah. If you're looking at this one, and you
want
want to
really, the 2 is so beautiful.
Yeah.
The rest of them,
Yeah,
this one is
exactly.
nothing. That one, and it's fading. How I am looking this way, that
if you turn, it
the
fades.
sun is fading away.
Yeah, 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 yeah. All right. So if you wanted to see something, for example, if you wanted to see the one on the left, you would look just a little bit to the right of it, just like you're looking at the center.
Okay, if
square.
I want to see, you know why? That's why the blind people look somewhere else when they talk to you.
Yes.
Aha!
Yes. That's what I said. When you look directly at me, I'm thinking, I don't think you learned how to see the best that you can
Yeah,
see.
I just get used to that.
Yeah. So if you want to see my face, for example, then you're going to look a little bit to the right of me.
Okay.
And then you can see my face.
Then I see more
yes,
of you.
Yes, yes.
But I still don't see clearly.
Not clearly,
focus.
but more than when you look directly.
Way.
Yes, when you look directly at me, it's better if you look a little bit to the right of me.
But it's so not nice, to look that way
I
and talk to you.
I know. A lot of people do that just to make themselves so social, so that people feel comfortable. But if you want to see my face, you need to look a little bit to the right of me, right? Not a bunch, just a little bit.
Just a little.
Just a little. Okay. Beautiful. Also, from what you're saying, you could look a little bit down and to the, and then I also become clear. Is that right?
That way. It is, but that way is better.
That's way better. We just found your best place of looking.
Yes.
Hot diggity.
Can you?
So we found 2 places that are good, but you said which one was better?
That one is better this way.
Looking a little bit up and to
when I look forward, that one is coming better.
Okay. And which one do you prefer to, if you want to see my face, would you prefer to look a little bit down and to the left or up and to the
I would like this one.
Yeah.
This one I can see better.
Okay, and that's easier. So let's focus on that then.
Okay.
Okay.
You want me to look that way?
Yes, if you want to see something, you're going to look. Did you say you prefer to, if you want to see my face, tell me again which way you want to look.
I look this way.
Yeah,
and then I see you there.
And then my face is clear. Nice. Okay. All right.
But it's so not nice. It's rude.
It is rude.
Look at people like over there.
Well, it's funny because I know that when you're looking at me, you're just being social. You're just making me comfortable.
That, yeah.
But
I get used to this.
Yes.
Always to the face.
Yes, exactly. You follow the face, even though that means you can't see them, but they feel like you're looking at them.
They feel like I am looking at them.
Yes.
Some people mentioned that.
Yeah.
That it looks like you can see well. I said, oh, sure.
Yeah. If they only knew that if you wanted to see them, you would be looking off to the side, right? All right. So you might tell your daughter and people who know you and understand you that, you know what, I just found out.
Look that way. And then
Yeah, if I want to
see
see you, I can see you by looking down
Okay.
to the left. Beautiful. All right.
Now we're doing the second exercise where I'm holding up a stack of cards, each with a number, and asking her to read the number while I keep switching to the next card.
Okay. So you found that to see this number, you're going to look down and to the
Yes.
to the right.
When
right,
I
to the
look,
left.
when I look at it, it's fading out, in and out.
Oh, I love it.
But I love it. Thank you. You are wonderful.
Oh, well, I'm glad this is helpful.
And you are happy too, because you did something great.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I never thought about
I love
that.
that smile. Okay, so if you look at this, it blurs out. But if
Yeah,
you
it
look
blurs
down to the left,
Down to the bottom.
Mhm.
Here
yeah.
I look.
Oh, to the bottom. Okay, interesting. All right, so in that case, what's this next one?
12.
Good. And
Lovely. Lovely. 4. 15.
yes, exactly.
Boy, I love it. 5.
Exactly. All right. So now we're going to
Beautiful.
see if you can do this while it's moving.
Okay.
What we did just now
Okay.
is that I held it still, so you just look down where you can see it, and then I just kept changing numbers, right?
Okay.
And that's what.
If I
and-
can see that.
Yeah, and you now we're going to
Just
do
keep
it.
on looking down.
Well, now we're going to have you look at down while I'm moving.
Oh,
it.
boy.
Oh, now what?
That is something.
Yes. So
Yeah.
let's just hold it still again. What's the number here?
5.
5. All right. So I'm going to move 5, and then I'm going to change it. Let's see. Okay. So we're going to move it, and as we move it, you could keep following it.
I
And what is it
cannot
now?
see that.
You cannot follow it, huh?
Okay, now at 15.
15.
When
Good.
you stop, I can.
Yes,
But when it
not.
moves-
Oh, let's
No.
just practice following it then. So we have a 15.
Okay.
So you're going to look
15.
down to the left, and keep looking there as I move it.
Oh, keep looking at the
Keep
bottom.
following, not
Okay.
looking at the 5, but looking
Okay.
down below the 5.
It's not clear, but I can see it.
Is that because you're looking right at it, right?
No, I
Okay,
look
you're,
down.
You're looking at your little place. Okay.
My little
And you're
place.
able to do that while it's moving.
That way, yes, this slow. Not faster.
Okay.
This way I can, it's not clear, but I can figure out what
Yes,
is there.
yes. So it's not as easy as when I was just
Not as easy,
Yeah, just staying here.
Yeah.
But you can follow it slowly. Yeah.
I can follow this way.
Beautiful. Okay, now we're gonna have it follow, and I'm gonna change it, and see if you can tell what is it.
10,
Yes.
beautiful.
Wow. While it was moving, you saw
Moving and I saw the difference.
and you saw the difference.
that it
wow.
wasn't 15.
All right. So we're
I'm
gonna
so
do it again.
You are wonderful.
So what is the number?
10.
10.
10, 10. It's still 10. 1.
Oh.
Okay.
Wow.
I love
You're
it.
following it.
Follow when I and you
Yes. Yeah.
pull it.
And you still had it. You still had it. You knew what it was.
Oh, so
That when you're watching TV, maybe you'll watch it differently now.
now I will watch it different, Will.
Mm-hmm.
I will look down and hopefully I get out the back up top.
Yeah, and you'll see the up top more
Yes.
clearly than when you were looking straight at it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Straight at nothing. Just the voice. I
Yeah.
can hear the voice.
Wow.
And the ocean. But there is mountains and beautiful, but I cannot see that.
Let's see it. And you may still have trouble. You know, it won't be as clear as it was before, but it'll be more clear
But
than
that more
now.
clearer.
Yeah, very good. And so practice that. Until I see you again. Keep looking. If you want to
Okay.
see something, practice
And
looking
you come
down.
back again?
Well, yes, we're going to go right outside
I'm
now
so
and go
happy.
play in the traffic and start crossing streets.
Okay.
And so I'll come back, another time and see how that goes. Okay?
Okay,
All
okay.
right. When you're at the signal, you can't see the walk signal. You can't see the little
don't
man.
see the walk.
So signal now.
We have to push the button again
Yes.
to get the little
Let's
man
push the
going.
button.
You want it?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Across the street is a signal. And you saying you couldn't see the signal, but if you look
Okay.
down below it,
Then I can see, if I see that light underneath,
what color is it now?
okay, it's white.
That's right. That's
White,
right.
white,
No,
white.
we're not going to cross yet.
We not yet. Okay.
Is it still white?
Is it still white?
No.
No. It's
No.
changed to orange.
Okay.
Is
And
it
it's
orange?
blinking.
And it's blinking. That's what I was going
Okay.
to ask. So before you couldn't see that, you said.
I couldn't see that.
But when you learn to
Just
look
when
a
I
little
look
bit low,
down.
look down. How do you do it again?
I looked. Wait. Where is what? Wait a minute. Okay, I look there.
Look down,
Look down there underneath about that much.
and you can see it then.
And I can see that orange.
But you couldn't see it before.
I couldn't see that.
Wonderful.
Even when I blink,
Even when you blink, you lose it, huh? And you have to get it again.
I have to get back there.
When the walk signal shows, she's able to see it and starts to cross.
Okay, there
Okay.
I am, right.
So last week, you said you were going to watch TV differently. Has it been any?
I already watching differently. I lifted up a little bit higher.
You
So,
took the TV up higher.
I don't have to look down to the bottom. I can just look straight. And then it goes on the bottom, on the top.
Yes, yes, yes.
And it's wonderful. I can see so many things.
You see so much better than you did last week.
I
Oh,
am
I'm
so
glad.
grateful to
That's wonderful. I'm so glad. Well, last week we had you looking at numbers that I was holding up, and you were able to see it easily by going down below, looking down below it, right?
Yeah, you are right. Because I tried to see the numbers.
Oh, you looked right at it, and it was blurry.
I said, what happened?
Oh,
I
that's
need
funny.
glass? No, I don't need the glass.
You just need to look down,
Look down. Just to the bottom, here.
just to the bottom. And I'm going to turn around. You said if you're looking at the number, you look right down, look right there.
Down underneath, yes.
Yes.
Because
Wonderful.
if I look too much down, okay, that way, that's good too. But I was telling people I'm supposed to look down, but that means when I look at the people, I look at their breast.
Yeah.
And that's no good either.
It's too bad yours is not up, so they could think, oh, he's looking at the angel, looking at the sky. But no, you're looking down at the neck, at the breast, at the chest. All right, well, last week I had you look at it, and then I would change the number,
10.
and then you would read
10.
it. Good.
Wonderful. 5, 10.
And
Perfect.
then I had you follow, and that was a challenge.
Okay.
And it's no wonder, because I was supposed to do something else first.
What?
I was supposed to have you find the number. I'm going to
And
hold it,
then you move it.
and then we'll practice moving it. So
Okay.
so I'm going to hold a number up. Let's
Okay.
see here.
And see if I see it when it moves.
Well, no, I'm going to hold it up and see how quickly it takes you to find the right place and see the number
10.
10.
It was
Okay.
fast.
It was fast. When you
If I
looked
look
at it.
at the bottom, perfect.
And what about here?
1.
Wow.
Oh God!
Gee whiz.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah.
And you made it.
Well, you made
I
it.
could never figure.
Yeah,
I was figuring, looking this way, that nothing worked.
yeah.
It wasn't organized like you
Yeah.
do.
And now you know
Yeah.
exactly where to look. All right. You ready?
This time I held the card down low.
8.
Ah, so when it was down, it was a little harder
I
to
had
find. You had to
Yeah,
go down
because
below.
you put it down.
Ah.
I said, where is it?
All right, let's see what we got next. And
5.
yes, I thought it was an 8. I forgot what it was. Let's see here.
9.
Yes,
It was fast.
and that
Wonderful.
was easy, huh?
If I don't concentrate on the top.
I held the card down low again.
3.
Oh, it was down, and yet you went
Down
right to
and I
it.
because
Right.
I went down to the
You knew right to where to go.
To the
Yes,
bottom.
right. Didn't matter where it was. You
Yeah.
knew where to go. All right.
6.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
yes,
I
yes.
love it. 7.
Okay. Wonderful. So no matter where
You
it
see
is,
what
you
you
know
did?
right where to go. You go right down to it. You
Right
can see it.
down to the bottom. Don't
Wow.
even look up there.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Now we're going to try it
Okay.
by moving it.
Moving
And
it
this is what I should have waited. I should have done after you.
until I find it out.
Yes, after you were able to find
That's
them wherever
okay.
I had them.
That's okay.
Okay, so you can see this one, right?
7.
Now I'm going to move it. Wait, I have to see what the next one is. Okay. So I'm going to move it slowly.
Okay.
And you're going to follow it. And then I change it and tell me what it was.
13.
Yes.
You see, I am not looking at the number, I am looking down there.
Following it.
When you
and
change,
keeping it.
again I am there.
Wow. So as I'm moving it, you're looking right below
Keeping
it.
looking,
And so
looking,
when I
looking.
change it, it doesn't matter. You're
Doesn't
able to see
matter.
what's going on here.
Right.
That's fantastic.
Because I don't see that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
looked on.
Okay, we're going to do it again.
Okay.
Let's try from the other side. And you're going to follow it. 13.
2.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Wow.
I cannot look at the number,
Yeah.
but the bottom
Just look down below it.
brings up the
Fantastic. Fantastic. Let's do one more.
I,
So now we're going to, last week we went out to the street. You were able to see the signal.
yes.
You also learned where to be looking to avoid being hit as you're crossing, where to anticipate
yes.
vehicles, how important it is to push the button and to make sure that you have enough time and to cross while it still says walk, and lots of other things that you learned. So you ready to go out and see how well you're doing?
If you
All
want
right,
to.
let's go. So you had said, when I turned the camera off, that you're starting to think about things you hadn't thought about before. Is that what you
No,
said?
I never thought about them
Never-
unless somebody tells me.
Yeah. You just couldn't see the signal, so that's that. So you cross in the middle of the block
Right.
and hope that you see well enough to know when it's clear.
Hope.
Yeah. And now you're starting to think of things that maybe you hadn't thought about before. Yeah. Wonderful. Yeah. So we're gonna go back to the signal, and we're gonna see if you can see the signal, and we're gonna look at how do you know when to cross if you cannot see the signal. Okay. All right.
Oh, if I cannot see.
Yeah. What do you think of that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how do you know the signal's on when you can't see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we arrived at the signal, the sun was directly behind us, making the signal look faded, and she was unable to see it.
Here, you said you can find that pole?
I find the pole and I know where is the orange supposed to be. But
Okay.
I don't see it now.
And you don't see it now.
It's not there.
And come down. It looks like you're looking very high. Come down the pole, down the pole.
Then
Keep
I
coming.
cannot see anything on the sun. Somehow the sun is changing. The sunlight is different.
La Sofia was unable to see the signal today, nor was she able to see approaching vehicles until they were about 30 feet away. And I wasn't sure if it was because she wasn't looking in the right place, or it was just too difficult to see the vehicles and signal in those lighting conditions, or both. Later, we considered using different sunglasses, but first, I made videos of the signal and approaching vehicles in those same lighting conditions so we could talk about exactly where and how she is looking.
No, Maria, I can get out. You can see the light in it?
Barely. It's really hard. I came at the same time of day that we were there when the sun was behind us,
Okay.
and it made it hard to see. And so I came at the same time of day
You
yesterday.
are so wonderful.
And
I love
videotaped it so that we could, because it was hard to see, what are you looking at? I didn't know, so I thought if we have it on the screen, we
Yeah.
can see what are you looking at.
Now I know the black box is there.
You see it, you see the black box.
But what's in it? No.
Yeah, you can't tell what color it is.
Not even here.
All right, let me see if I can find where it's gonna be changing. Whoops. Do you see the white thing in the box?
I don't. Maybe I could see it when it comes up,
When it should,
the
yes.
flash.
You know,
And then after it disappears.
yes, the part of the eye that you're using, which you should have always. I mean, the macular degeneration is not going to destroy this part that we're training you to use. It is not good for details. It is not good for colors, but it excels at contrast and movement.
When it comes in,
Yes.
I can
Yes.
just for a second, and it disappears.
Yes.
So now, even if first I look down,
Yeah.
and then look for the middle,
Uh-huh.
and then I am just shifting
Yeah, where is the
until
best
I
place?
get out something.
Oh.
That's
so
how I
let's do that.
search.
Let's have you shift around until that black box is as clear as you can make it.
Okay. It's fading.
It's
Coming,
fading.
going, coming, going.
So when it comes and goes, are you looking to the right of it, or above it, or below it, or where is it coming and
All
going?
over.
Oh, that's why it's coming and going then, because you keep moving
that's
around
why it's
until you find a place and then you
Just
move
look
off.
on one place.
That's right. When you find it where it's coming, stay there. All right. So you're not able to reliably see that signal. We were there in different lighting conditions
Yes.
where you could. And so we talked about learning to cross without even, without having to see that signal.
Okay.
There's two things, and what we could do is get started now to advocate for what they call an accessible pedestrian signal, meaning that you wouldn't have to see it, you could feel it or hear it. It would
Okay.
and then you know it's your
That would
it's your
be
turn.
lovely.
That would be lovely, so you don't have to
If
see
they
it and
would keep
struggle. Yeah, so
Wow.
let's start advocating for that. So we'll contact the people that we need to contact to get that the signal made accessible.
Can you do that?
You and I will advocate to get an accessible pedestrian signal. We call it APS, Accessible Pedestrian Signal Traffic. Okay, so we'll do that. Meanwhile, I'm going to show you 3 times that the light changed in your favor. And I want you to notice what the traffic is doing each of those times. Let's see. Okay, now watch what happens. You said you see that the vehicles coming up to the right of the, yeah,
I
you
can
them
see
coming up.
when it's a white car.
Right. Now he's in the lane to turn right. So we talked about how the law says you can turn right even when the light's not green. So we're going to see him turning right. Okay, the light just changed. It's green for him. He pulls out. But unfortunately, that's not a good cue because they can do
Yeah.
that even when the light's red. But there's a lane next to him that turn left, and he can only do that when the light is green. So we're going to take a look at. Okay, so we have a red van waiting in the second lane.
Okay.
When he can't do anything when it's red. He can only move when it's green. So let's watch what happens, see if you can see him pulling out.
It's a very bad
And the
color.
walk signal just came on, and look where he
There
goes.
he goes.
There he goes.
And
Okay?
this one goes too.
He
so
goes too, but
they don't even see anything.
well,
they
no,
just go.
Yeah, he happened to go when it was green.
Mm.
So when they do that, when they come out of that lane and turn right, we don't know.
We don't
It
know.
tells us nothing about that signal. Meanwhile, when you couldn't see the signal, you went ahead and crossed in the middle of the block. 5 lanes. Yeah.
That was stupid, I know.
Well, let's talk about that. Why was that stupid?
Because what happens if I miss it
If
and
there's a car
somebody is
coming-
there?
If there's a car coming and you didn't see it.
Yes,
Yes, yeah. And when we were there, watching the cars coming, they were coming and you could not see them until they were almost upon you. So I thought, first of all, I think it's wise not to do that. We talked about the fact that where you were doing it, it's against the law. Because if there's a signal on each corner, you're not allowed to walk between them. You have to cross between them. So, and there is a signal on both corners on each side of that. So it's against the law. So I suggest you don't do that.
Don't do that anymore.
Don't do that anymore.
No.
But meanwhile, I want to take a look at why you are not able to see them. So I went to where we were standing
Oh, okay.
and videotaped the cars coming.
That one.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. And so I want to see if the reason you couldn't see them is because you were not looking in the right place.
Okay.
So, why don't you tell me when you see a car coming?
Okay, this was already.
You just
here.
saw one pass, okay.
Here I don't see anybody.
There's nothing coming. Tell me when the next time you see a car coming.
When it comes there,
Uh-huh.
now I see.
Now you see it.
And that's too late.
Well, it had been coming for a long time, and I'm wondering if you weren't looking in the right place. Let me back it up.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna pause it for a second. Now, when he showed up, he was about here,
Here, yes.
and he had been coming all the way from back, you know,
And
from
that's,
back.
I missed it.
And that's where you need to be looking right below where you're expecting them, right? So let's try
And
it again
see
and
the
see if you can
movement,
see,
okay.
yeah, and see the movement, exactly. So we're gonna see if you can catch that
Okay,
movement.
because this way I saw this guy went that
Yeah,
way.
well, so I'm going, good. And do you see
I
one
saw
coming?
that far.
Do you see one
Oh,
coming?
coming up.
Oh, that
but
was
this is
much
the white
earlier.
one.
Yeah,
You see the color comes too. Okay, this one.
I'm gonna back it up.
Okay, back it up.
Way back.
Because the next one I would
So you see
already
them
missed it.
going.
I saw that one. And now I
Now you
see
see
somebody's coming over there.
Yes. When you saw that, let me back it up to where you saw it. You saw it right about here, I think.
That, okay.
Yeah. So where were you looking when you saw it? Where was your eye?
Oh my gracious. You see, I got used to it, coming, going.
So you sweep back and forth,
looking for movement.
And I'm wondering if you're sweeping too high. You're putting your black
Oh.
space right where it should be, and
Okay.
bring the black space below where you're looking for them.
Okay.
There is a car there, but it may be difficult to see because
The
it's
dark
not moving.
greenery
Yes,
is confusing.
yeah. And you want to be way below the dark greenery, not looking at the dark greenery.
I
Now-
am looking here on the road.
That's exactly where you need to be looking. I'm gonna start it and keep
Okay.
looking there and see if you can see some movement then.
Okay.
Yes, okay. And you know, with the part of the eye that you're using, as I said, excels at seeing movement. It's terrible for details.
Yes.
So when I stopped everything, you can't see, is there a car there or is it not? So for you, you need to look long enough to see, is there a movement?
That's what I try.
Ah,
I'm going around, not with my head, but the
with
eye.
your eyes looking back and forth.
Going.
Yeah.
Where is the movement?
Yeah. And I'm wondering if you're better off keeping a place still, looking at a still, one place, and when waiting for movement right above your place,
Okay.
rather than looking back and forth. I'm guessing now that your ability to see movement is going to be obliterated when your eyes are moving back and forth. It's not going to
Yes.
catch that movement.
Yes.
But if you just hold your eyes steady, it may see that movement that you're missing.
But it's very difficult.
Oh.
Keep in one place.
Oh.
Did you know that?
I bet it is, especially when it's a street that all looks the same. Are you looking at the same place or not? Well, let's practice seeing if you can look like, let's say right here.
Okay.
Maybe this, if you look at this edge of this grass, make that disappear, because right above that is where the cars are coming.
You think
And
I
let's
see
see.
the grass, but that's okay. I can see the grass
See the
here.
grass, follow it, and stop. You're right there.
Here.
Put the black space there
Here,
so
okay.
that you can see above it. See any movement? Do you see any movement?
No, I see
Now
when
you
they
see
get
it.
here.
Yeah. So after this, see the first time you see somebody coming.
You know what? I don't see my finger.
Good, good. That's exact. Oh, darn! You looked away. All right, let's have a talk here now.
Dancing to the
That's
road.
what you're supposed to be doing. No turn and tell me stuff. Okay. Make your finger disappear, so then you know that you're looking at that place, and we're hoping that.
Where is-
So we're hoping that if you make your finger disappear,
Okay.
then right above that is what is hopefully is your best place of seeing. And as I said, that part of the eye is great for movement and
Oh,
contrast. Yeah.
Okay.
And so make your finger disappear, and then you're able to see what's above it. And I want you to tell me anytime you see movement of any kind above your finger. Okay? Finger goes exactly.
Here.
All right. So let me back it up a little bit.
But you know, my finger is almost the same color as the road.
Let me make it
Wait.
whoa.
Can we do this one?
Oh, now we're talking.
Oh. This
Oh,
is
make your
bad.
glasses disappear. All right, you ready?
I can see the black here.
Okay, here we go.
And if I see movement behind it,
Above it.
no. Oh, this is too late.
Yeah,
The
you did
second
not
lane,
see
I
that.
cannot
Okay,
get it.
let's bring it down a bit then, so that you're looking a little lower,
Lower.
and see if you can see any movement coming.
No, nothing yet. And this I am missing,
There you
the
go.
second lane. It's already here when I see it.
Yes. So
I don't see it
I wonder
over
if we
there.
need to move it over a little bit. To the left. Maybe your best place is to the left of it. In fact, I think that's what we found, is that...
Okay, I could see this one now,
Yeah.
and I could see the second one too.
Okay.
Okay, I can
So
see
we
that.
need to look to the left of it, not below it,
No.
right? All right, so I'm gonna, if it's okay with you, why don't I hold this pen?
Okay, that's one. That's better.
Is this good?
Yes.
Okay,
It's
so I'm
bigger
gonna
than-
ask you
than
to
this.
look at, make the pen disappear, and to see any movement beside it.
I think can see it coming.
Ah, that's the man walking towards you. You see
Okay.
him now, way back there.
Black spot is
Great.
coming.
See if you can see anything else beside him. Approaching.
Not too
Not
much.
yet.
Okay,
Yes.
it's coming over
Yes,
there.
Yes, yes.
And
yes.
this is the second lane.
Yes, yes.
Good.
All right.
Okay, so I have to look here
Yeah.
to get out the
To see
second
that.
lane.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I love you. You know, I could never find it myself.
Do you see any other movement?
Yeah,
Yeah.
coming here. Oh,
Anybody behind
that one
them?
oh, this one, he's,
Could you see?
okay, now-
Anybody behind them?
here comes another
Here it
one.
comes. Anybody else?
And here
Yes,
comes
and
another
here
one.
comes another one. Okay. All right, so we've learned that if you want to see them coming, that you need to look to the left of them.
Okay.
Yeah, and keep your eye there. Don't move it around, because that defeats
Okay.
your ability to see movement. Because if you're having everything moving,
Searching.
yeah, you're searching and
Where
scanning.
is it?
No, and you just want to know:
Well,
is that
that's not
clear? Is it empty? Or is there something coming? The only way to know that is to hold your eye steady and be waiting for any kind of movement that's over to the left of it. Okay. All right. One thing that's really important is to know whether you have enough warning of them coming.
What does
In other
it mean
words,
for me?
if you think it's clear
Yeah.
and there's actually a car coming that could reach you,
Then what?
you're not getting enough warning. You don't know if it's clear or not.
Yes.
Yeah. And I'm guessing it takes you about maybe 7 seconds to cross to the middle. So you need at least 7 seconds of warning. You need to know that there's nothing within 7 seconds of you.
Yeah. I used to go look one side,
Uh-huh.
and when I don't see anything,
Mhm.
then I go to the middle,
Yeah, yeah.
and then I stop there. And then it's confusing that guys, because sometimes they stop for me.
That's right.
I
That's
said,
right.
just go,
Yeah,
go,
yeah,
go.
yeah.
Because I wait until nobody comes.
Well, now, tell me, if there's 2 lanes and you see one of them stop for you, why wouldn't you just go ahead and go?
No, because the guy don't know if there is something behind that
In
hits
the
him.
other lane, beautiful. Yeah.
No.
My friends were killed because one car slowed down for them, and his friend
Yeah.
from behind came around and didn't
Yeah.
know why he was slowing down.
Didn't.
So you got it exactly, Sophia, that you don't, if there's more than one lane coming and one stops, that's not good enough.
Not good enough.
Not good enough.
Both of us learned a lot from this exercise about using her eccentric viewing tasks in the environment. We also learned that even in the best of circumstances at that mid-block crossing, La Sofia was not getting enough warning of the approaching vehicles because her crossing took her almost 9 seconds to reach the middle, and she couldn't see most of the approaching vehicles until they were only 4 seconds away. Please note that people with acuity losses, like macular degeneration, who can see the approaching vehicles with enough warning, need to learn how to look from side to side, holding their gaze on each side long enough to see if there's any movement. A procedure for assessing and teaching these skills is described at www.sauerberger.org/scanningrp. Meanwhile, on our next lesson, La Sofia and I discussed the effect of sunglasses on her ability to see the signal.
All right, so you were able to see the signal this time, right? Okay, great. And are you looking above it or below
You know
it?
what? This is a different glass.
Oh,
I found it in the senior center. It was between the, you can take it,
Yes,
and I picked it up, and it has a different way of seeing things
Oh my
than
gosh.
mine was.
Yes,
Everything is different.
yes.
The light is different hitting.
You know what would be good is to go to a low vision specialist who can help you to get glasses, sunglasses that will help accentuate the red and the white on that pedestrian signal.
In addition to learning how to use the cane, the remainder of La Sofia's orientation and mobility training included 2 street crossing tasks. One was learning how to use her eccentric viewing skills to see potential conflicting vehicles during her crossing, such as left-turning vehicles.
Okay. All right, so we're here and you're going to tell me the next time you see somebody waiting to turn left.
Okay.
Is there anybody there
I
now?
can imagine slowing down and moving to the
Yeah. Is there anybody waiting to turn left now?
middle. This one guy.
Oh, you see this one. Yes. Yes.
That's a big white thing.
Yeah, yeah. He's waiting to turn left. Excellent. So you had no trouble seeing that?
No
huh?
trouble with that one.
Okay.
The other street crossing task was using traffic movement to recognize the onset of the walk signal when she cannot see it.
If you can't see the signal, how can you know that the signal's changed, that it's your turn to go?
I can imagine when everybody stops here and over there too.
Well, let's see what happens
see,
if
they
we do
just
that.
stop.
Let's see what happens if we do that.
Okay.
So I'm going to push the button. Well, we'll see if that's a reliable strategy.
Yeah, okay.
Like I said, when it happens, we're not going to cross, but we're just going to see how much time you have left. Let me get my timer going here. Oh, we
Okay,
have a
this
car
is
stopped.
starting. Okay.
Hold on, we're not going to cross.
I cannot see the click on that.
Is it stopped on the other side? Or is it stopped over there?
Yes, stop.
It's stopped over
And here
there.
stop.
All right, we have 7 seconds, 6 seconds, 5, 4, 3, 2,
And that one already
1,
went in.
and
Then
there they
wait
go.
until I
So
get
was that time for you to cross? Was that enough time?
It's enough time, but half time.
It's time to get halfway. It's time to get halfway across. So one way to get across was to wait until everybody stops, and we just found out that's not that reliable, right? And you are taking a risk. Another way is to go when, push the button, when that guy do you see the guy in the second lane?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, when he goes, it's your turn.
Okay.
We're not going to cross, but let's see what happens
Then he goes.
when he goes.
And now he goes.
And now he goes.
And everybody stopped. Over
Yes,
there
right.
and
Everybody
over
has
here
stopped, but before they stopped even,
Okay.
he went.
too.
He went. Okay? So that's another way to
That's
do
when
it.
I can go.
That's when you can go and
Perfect.
rely that the signal has changed.
Wonderful.
And that gives you a little head start. You don't have to wait till everyone stops and then hope that they okay? Hope. And hope. All right, very good. So that's another way. Another way is to go to the signal at Evergreen, because that might be, first of all, easier to see. Second of all, there's going to be a lot more people in that second lane that you won't have to wait for signal after signal after signal. By the way, if you miss it, they all stop, and you missed your there was nobody coming out of that lane, so you didn't know it was time to go. What would you do to prepare for the next time?
I would just push
That's
the
right.
button
You go
and
push the button.
Wait for the
Yeah, go push the button.
because I'm very careful.
Yes. You have to push that
Yeah.
button again. If you miss it, then go push the button
And
again.
if I miss that one, I push again.
Oh, you got it.
La Sofia uses her skills to cross an unfamiliar intersection. To be sure the walk signal comes on when she expects it, she needs to press the pedestrian button when traffic moves on the street she is crossing. Her cue to cross is the movement of the traffic going straight through in the parallel lanes nearest to the crosswalk.
All right. I'm sorry?
After this goes, push the button.
Push the button.
Yellow. And then. No, wait until they go. And we cross now.
Whatever you think. There's your cue. Yep. And look to your left to see if anybody's turning.
Okay, nobody there. There is not too much traffic at this. Phew. And it's not even ending. This
You're going to
is
get
much-
out of the street first before we talk?
Oh, look at this. Phew.
All right. How'd that go?
Wonderful.
It was wonderful. Okay. I thought so too.
Thank you, La Sophia Cousage. For more information, go to www.sauerburger.org/eccentric.